we were in this like amazing, villa, and it was like a private pool and this and that. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, Craig, we have like a honeymoon suite. This is, ridiculous. It's like, I know. Hello, I'm Austen Kroll with Southern Charm, and this is I Can Explain. Okay, this photo might be the most adorable photo of me and Madison ever, because we like to go out to my folks' beach house on Kiawah because they live in Charlotte, full time. So Kiawah Island is like 40 minutes south of Charleston. Yeah. And it's just far enough away that when you go out there, if someone calls you, it's not like, yeah, I can be there. You're like, no, like I'm out of town, So we like to go out there and just like decompress and, been to the beach and so it was like, right at the golden hour or like, sunset. And I was like, let's go out to the beach. We walked out to the beach, walked on the pier. I was like, all right, look. And I took one photo. We looked at it and we were like, it's not gonna get better than that. And then we turned around and walked back. So we were on the beach for like 30 seconds. Let's see. Shep, Craig, and I went to Bermuda and we rented mopeds, and you should have seen us. I mean, we were like the Three Stooges. We were in this like big, like white, Martian helmets that you clearly only get from like a rental, moped place. And, we're cruising along this coast because we heard that this one place has this amazing fish sandwich. And so we're cruising along and we see this, like all of a sudden, this like, the beach just like, pops up, and we're like, we have to go and jump in. And we found a lady on the beach to take a picture who was less than enthused to have been bothered. And she snapped a bunch of photos, and I think it turned out.
It turned out great. I think Kristen Cavallari commented on that, like studs. Are you friends with her? Do you guys know each other at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so she came in town last week with her friend Justin, and Craig and her. The four of us had dinner, and we've all been in contact, ever since. We're in this like big old group chat, and the group chat is active. Craig's business partner Jerry got married in Mexico in January, and Craig wanted me to come as his plus one. I know his business partner, and so invited us to Mayakoba. We were in this like amazing, villa, and it was like a private pool and this and that. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, Craig, we have like a honeymoon suite. This is, ridiculous. He's like, I know. And that was like my first day on the beach in like 6 months. I mean, that's why it's from the back, like essentially, because I am so pale. I'm like, let's do this and cheers each other. Yeah, I mean, that was last Halloween of 2019. And Madison was like, we should go as, JFK and Marilyn. Madison's so pretty that, she had to do her hair in like a crazy manner. But like she kind of looks like her. It's wild. Yeah. Of course, for me, I'm like, okay, cool. It's like, do this. I'll put on like a suit, and then she had a friend come over. Literally, I mean, there is more where that came from. Like we were like walking down the street together, doing all these things, and then we kind of just thought that like the candidness of that was awesome. Oh man, me and my good bud Carl from Summer House. Carl, Shep, and I got invited to play a round of golf at Pebble Beach like a week before or 2 weeks before the US Open last year. So it was like a media day, and they wanted us to like take photos and like tag them and watch the US Open. So after that, the three of us went into San Francisco, and we were kicking rocks out there for a couple days, went to a Giants game. But that picture, we went to go see, God, man, who did we see? It was like a solo act, like a guy from a band playing at a club out in San Francisco. It was a pool party this summer. That dog right there is my buddy's dog. And he'd been playing with a can of my drop pop, the whole time. Yep. And so I was like, I gotta get a picture, with him. And like, he's not looking because he's looking at the can. He's waiting for me to grab the can and throw it. And I'm like, this is as good as it's gonna get. So I was just trying to get a picture with the can in his mouth, but I couldn't because when I got close to him, he'd drop it for me to throw it. So that was as good as it got.
So cute.
The dog days of summer.